Hi and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do my birthday unboxing. This bag was so difficult to get. We had a few issues getting it from the store. So if you want to hear all of that drama and that story, it'll be towards the end of the video. After we do the unboxing, I'm going to do a few outfits with the bag just so you can see what it looks like with other things. So this was a birthday present from my very kind husband for my birthday. And I was really late to the game on getting this. So it's very exciting that it came and it's here. Unfortunately, I had to order it off of the website, but it's here. I gave my husband my wish list, so we had several bags to choose from, and this is the one that he chose. So let's unbox it together. It's got the nice Louis Vuitton packaging, which I am a huge fan of this. And then inside you can see it's kind of got like the perforated lines. This is the first package that I have gotten that has come with the catalog in a really long time. I feel like the mid-2000s, I feel like I was regularly getting catalogs from Louis, and then at some point I dropped off and I stopped getting stuff. So I'm excited to have this and kind of look through the whole thing. It's just called the book number 12, but that's cool. So I'll have a look at this later, and then I'll be keeping this forever because I like to keep stuff like this. I took the ribbon off. I did already open this because I was concerned it wasn't going to be correct because there were so many issues getting this bag. So unfortunately, I've already removed the ribbon, which I'll also be keeping. And then attached to the ribbon was this, which I did not open. It's just a sealed envelope. And inside it's blank so someone can write something. So I guess my husband should have wrote happy birthday. No, I'm kidding. So I'll just close that back up and put that back in there. And then what I assume is the receipt is here. Thank you for shopping with Louis Vuitton. Exchanges and returns. The exchange ticket minus my address, and then the actual receipt. Does anyone remember the day when they had on the receipts, they were like a light brown tan color, and they had the car at the background of it? I have some receipts somewhere. I'll pop an image up right here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But let's get on to the main event. There's no pretty way to do this. All right, so she's slightly warped, but that's okay because what matters is what's inside of her. This is my biggest box yet, which is kind of exciting. Yeah. It's just the orange. And then it's got like that little flat closure. And there she is, sneak peek. I'm very excited. I also couldn't wait to do this video because I just want to use her already. If you can take any guesses, this is what she looks like in her dust bag. Guess down in the comments below before I unveil her. Ta-da! Wild at Heart, Never Full in the black color, which is so exciting. That's her front, her side, her other front. And then she's lined in the black, so she has black handles, which is really nice. I love how it's kind of understated, but also kind of crazy at the same time. I really like that a lot. I think one of the coolest things about her is that on the inside, she is black leopard. I'll put some close-ups if it's not obvious on the video. And then this guy, wow, that is so pretty. She has like tiny little LV logos on her, and she's pink, and I don't know if you can tell, but it's yellow in between the leopard spots, which is so pretty. I didn't expect this to be so pretty in person. And then when you open it up, it has the same leopard lining as inside the Neverfull, and it also has an extra pocket inside as well. And she was made in France. Not that it matters, not everything needs to be made there. And then you can, there's a D-ring inside that attaches, and we can just maybe remove it. And then there she goes. And then if you want to take her off, this whole thing comes off. And then you just can use this and you can attach it to something else or if you want, or not use it at all. And then you'll have a nice little D-ring in your bag that you can use to attach other things like your keys, your place, key pouch, whatever you want to call it. Then it's just standard and traditional Neverfull inside of that. So when they first came out with the Neverfull, I didn't like it because it didn't zip. But then I realized I don't usually use the zipper on my totes, so it doesn't really matter that it doesn't zip, so I don't know. And then she's got her little pocket inside as well, that has the same exact zipper, or same exact leopard print inside. And then it comes with the little barcode as usual, and then the tag that says coated fabric, cowhide, leather trim, and man-made lining. I gotta get it together. But she's super cute. I love her. I'm so excited to have her. She was such like a stress to get, so I'm really excited. Another really interesting thing is that I'm just like seeing it in the lighting because I have so much lighting off to the side that around the little emblems there's actually black like lines, not lines, a black silhouette outline of the motifs, which is so interesting because I never would have noticed because the bag itself looks black, but it can't be a true black because you can see there's like a line outlining all of these little motifs, except for the LV. The LV doesn't look like it has it, but it's so pretty. I guess when you take it away from the light, you can see it a lot more. I'm just being ridiculous. So I will go ahead and put some close-ups, and then I'm also going to do some outfits with it so you can see what I'm planning on wearing her with. I do plan on using her mostly for travel. Totes don't really fit into my minimalistic lifestyle. I'm more of a like grab my place and my phone and kind of walk out the door kind of lady. But this is more for when I'm going to the airport and I need to bring books and things that I don't want to put in my luggage just in case. So that's what I'm going to be using her for as well. So I'm excited to have her. I'm still debating as to whether or not I'm going to get an organizer for her because she's just going to be like a bottomless pit because it's empty. There's nothing in there except for one pocket. And I don't know about you, but I usually don't use those one single pockets in these bags. Let me know in the comment section if you use them or not. I'm kind of interested to see if I'm the odd man out or if like no one's really using those and they just put them in there because they assume that we want them. I'd be interested to know. Okay, let's get to the outfits, and while we're going through the outfits, I'm just gonna explain what a nightmare this bag was to get. So I had sent my wish list to my husband about the bags that I was interested in for my birthday, and he was like, which one do you want the most? And this was the one that I wanted the most out of all the bags. I had actually even saved this on my Instagram as like when the collection stuff comes out and Foxy LV posts them, I usually save the things that I like, which isn't very much. And this was actually on there, but I hadn't realized it. After I had already sent him that stuff, I was going through it and I realized that that was one of the ones that I was waiting for, and I hadn't been paying attention to the launch or anything. So this ended up launching. I didn't realize it had launched, and then I was browsing the website randomly and I saw it. Obviously it was out of stock because, you know, the collections go so quick nowadays. And so when he was going through it, I said, you probably can't get it, so like here's other stuff that I want. He had went to the Louis Vuitton store like the next day or 2 days later and asked, and the guy said there was only 2 left in the country. So they charged him, and they were gonna let him know when it was available so he could go pick it up. So a few days later he called and they're like, it's here, come pick it up. So we went the next morning right when they opened, and they were like, who told you it was here? And we were like, oh, we don't know the name of the person, but here's the receipt. And they're like, okay, we'll come back. And we're kind of like, oh, this doesn't sound good. So the guy comes out who had originally sold him the bag, and he was like, it's not here yet, wait a few more days. So we go home. I'm like, ooh, I don't know. I've never had that situation happen before. Usually if they say it's there, you get the bag and you go. But I was thinking, okay, well, we've already paid for it, so there's no problem. We'll get the bag. It's just, we just have to wait a little longer. Maybe, we're having issues. I don't know. And then I get a text from him 3 days later, and he's like, hey, I'm sorry, we have to refund you. And I was like, I'm never going to get this back. And then I was just distraught and upset over something silly like a bag, about not getting it. And I texted him and I said, you probably won't get any in stock, but if you do, can you please let me know? And because my husband had gone without me, he didn't message the person that I usually work with, so I messaged her as well, and I said, hey, this happened. If you happen to have one or can get a hold of one, let me know. I really want one. And then I had heard some people were having good luck on the website emailing the customer service and asking for things and getting on wait lists for regular monogram items that are actually permanent. So I figured I'll email them, because going through the phone line, I'm going to be on hold forever and I have to work, So I emailed them, and she said, oh, we don't have any in stock coming soon. Or is there anything else you're interested in? I'll let you know if it comes in stock. So then I was like, I'm just going to keep refreshing the website every 5 minutes and hope. And I even checked the Louis forum to see, is there going to be stock? Has there been stock? The white one had been in stock like 7 days prior, and 7 days prior to the 7 days, 3 days before that, the white, which is actually like a beige, had been in stock. So I was like, okay, the black, it doesn't look like has been in stock in forever. And it looks like beige is the only one that's getting restocked. So probably 0% chance. So I'm sitting there. This is like the next day after I was told that the bag was refunded. I'm sitting there and I'm refreshing and I'm refreshing and refreshing. It's like 9 p.m. at night, Pacific Standard Time. And the black one pops up. And it's add to cart. And I hit add to cart and it says out of stock, add to cart, out of stock, add to cart, out of stock. And then I keep doing this. And I refresh it and it says it's still available. And then I refresh it and it says it's out of stock on the thing, check later. And I'm like, oh. So I just refresh and it says add in the cart, but I noticed in my cart it showed 1. And I'm like, okay, let me just go check. So I clicked it and it showed it in my cart, and I was like, there's no way this is true. There's no way. There's like a computer glitch or someone's already grabbed it or something's happening. And it let me go through the whole checkout process. So I checked out. I screenshotted everything. Not that it was going to matter, right? If it's out of stock, they're just going to be like, sorry, sucks to suck. I don't care if you have a confirmation number. And so when the next morning rolled around, I was like, oh, I'm going to wake up and they're going to cancel my order, right? Because they had canceled my order for my reverse monogram card holder, like, I don't know, 3 days after it was ordered. So I was like, they're just going to cancel it. I'm going to wake up, they're going to cancel it. Well, I woke up and it said shipped at 1:42 in the morning. And I was like, there is no way. It's still going to get canceled. So I'm sitting there and I keep refreshing. I'm like, refresh the tracking to see. And it said it departed the New Jersey facility. And I'm like, there's no way. I'm refreshing. And it didn't move. It just, as soon as it had showed that morning at 1:42 a.m., it had already shown that it was going to arrive like the next Thursday. And so I was like, okay, like, let's just hope. I refreshed it every single day, several times. It never moved from departed from facility. It always said departed from facility, and it was showing up on Thursday. And I was like, all right, so it's either going to show up on Thursday or it's not. And then Thursday rolled around. No, Wednesday came, and I got an email from UPS saying that I was getting a delivery that needed to be signed for the next day from Louis. And I was like, oh, something's coming. Like it's definitely showing up. So you can track the driver the day of, which is really exciting because I knew when it was gonna show up. And then at that point I was like, all right, we have 3 things that could happen. 1, it's defective. 2, it's the beige one. 3, it's just completely wrong. Which I know the chances of like the last 2 are pretty much none, 0. But when the guy showed up, I opened it right away and I checked it all over because I was like, I cannot believe I got this after all of this. And because I was so late in getting it. This guy came on October 7th. And what, the collection launched on July 30th? Yeah. So I mean, this is an old dude. I'm just super happy that he showed up. I can't remember the last time I like loved a bag this much. Check me out next month. I'm kidding. But she's super pretty. I'm super happy to have her. I want to just leave her out on display. I'm happy to have done the video just so I can finally use her and stare at her and look at her all day long because she's super pretty. Also super pretty. But also let me know in the comment sections, do you guys actually use these? If so, what are you using them for? This is never something I would leave in here. It's just flat. I feel like personally the toiletry pouch, because it's like an inch and a half thick, that makes more sense for like going out because it's like you're not going to warp the shape. Whereas I feel like with this, I'm going to warp the shape if I use it, and it can really only hold like a receipt and a dollar bill. So let me know what you use these for. I'm very interested. Thanks for watching the video. Sorry it's been a super long time. I read you guys' comments. I appreciate you guys commenting and leaving your thoughts and suggestions. Also, the outfits at the end of the video are for you guys who have asked for them. Thanks for letting me know what you guys want. I am so more than happy to add outfits to the end of every video. I am super flattered that you even want to see that. So thank you guys, and I will see you sooner rather than later, I promise. Have a good week. Bye.